Hi, everybody. Diana here at Build A Quilt. Sorry, I look a bit of a mess. It's Saturday, and we've been out all day, and I just got my flu shot. Came home, washed off all the makeup, and then realized I needed to do a video for you guys. So please excuse the kind of crazy look I've got going on today. But I wanted to come to you because since Wednesday night's Wednesday workshop live, where we talked about batting, I mentioned a certain batting that happens to be my favorite, and I have received questions and emails galore, and that's so great. It's so great that you guys want to know more about it. So I had some on order because I didn't have a big piece to show you guys the other night, and so I had a couple kinds on order, and I wanted to just do this video to explain some more about this type of batting and to show you what it really looks like. Okay. And of course we are talking about bamboo. That's the one that I said was my absolute favorite, and it is, and it's bamboo batting. Now bamboo, you can find it 100% bamboo, and I love 100%. It's much easier to find bamboo if it's blended. And we talked about blended battings. And in blended battings, you kind of get the best of whatever the fibers are. So you get the best of all worlds. We love that, right? So the one I want to show you today is actually my favorite. And then I have another one that I gave you this name the other night, and I want to show you that too. In fact, why don't we start with that one? Let me grab it. I've got the packages. These just came in the mail today. They were waiting for me when we got home. So this one is the bamboo cotton batting with scrim that has been needle punched by Pellon. It's called Nature's something. It's not on here. I can't believe it. It's usually called Nature's Choice or something. So this is a bamboo and cotton blend. So let me tell you, actually, let me open this because then I can tell you exactly what the information on the sheet says. I've got an old little pair of old Fiskars here that I do all my package opening with, and they are about as sharp as butter. So give me just a second. I hadn't opened this one. I had the other one opened, but okay, here we go. So let's pull out the paper insert. This says it is a bamboo and cotton blend, and that let's see. This one doesn't say. This one doesn't say to avoid shrinkage prior to use. We suggest you soak the batting in hot water for 20 minutes. So they want you in this one, the bee bamboo / cotton batting, they want you with this one to pre-shrink it. This other one I'm going to show you, you don't have to do that. To be honest, I don't pre-shrink this when I use it. Because I don't agitate in a washer my quilts unless they're, even the ones that I have that are just panel quilts for throws and things that I've talked about before, I don't put them on high agitation. One, I have a front loader that doesn't do a lot of agitating. That's my washer. And I don't put it on, I put it on a very delicate hand wash cycle, so it doesn't really get that. And I don't put them in the dryer. So if you are taking care not to agitate or put them in a dryer, I don't think you have to pre-shrink this. I've never pre-shrunk it, and I've never had a problem with it. But if you want to be extremely cautious, do what the instructions tell you. Let's see. After your quilt is complete, you can machine wash cold on a gentle cycle and dry in the dryer on a low setting for best results. So it says you can wash in machine on a gentle cycle, or if you have a cycle on your washer that says hand wash / wool, use that cycle. That's what I use if I put anything in the washer, and it really helps. So the gentlest cycle basically you have, especially if you have a top loader with an agitator, okay? I just don't put them in the dryer. I just don't. I just don't put them in the dryer. Dry by hand, washable by hand or machine. This says it's dry cleanable. Do not, now this is weird. It says do not wash batting until covered in fabric or the project is complete. But up at the top, it says to soak this for 20 minutes in water. I'm not soaking this in water. I just don't do that. So anyway, I wanted to show this to you. This is by Pellon. It's very easy to find. It's very easy to order. This has scrim and is needle punched. And we talked about that Wednesday night, right? The scrim helps to hold the fibers together. And I want to give you a look here of a single layer. So this is a single layer. This is a full thickness layer. This is going to give you that nice, medium, warm quilt. This is really nice for bed quilts, guys. It's really beautiful for any project. I would use this for, I've used it for baby quilts. I've used it for tummy time quilts. I've used it for wall quilts. I've used it for everything. I really like it. It's super soft, guys. It's beautiful. But this is a bamboo cotton blend. And it doesn't say here, or does it? This doesn't say here what the, oh, here it is. All new material. Okay, 47% rayon, aka that's your bamboo, okay? Bamboo and rayon. The rayon is made from the bamboo. 46% cotton. And this says it has 7% polypropylene, which is polyester. It's not polyester, but it's very similar. So this even has a little poly in it. I didn't realize that from before. But it's a very nice batting. It's a super soft batting. It's a nice weighted batting. And I love it. And this is a queen size batting that I ordered. Now, because I can't get to local shops, it's very difficult for me to go to local shops, but you can see that's the whole batting, and you can kind of see that it's been needle punched. You can kind of see the texture to it. It has the scrim. It holds together beautifully. Let me pull up a piece here and see if so here, if I do this and then I do this and I'm really yanking, I'm not getting holes in it. It's not pulling apart. It's staying together beautifully. Okay. So I would have absolutely no problem recommending this to you because I use it. So that is the Pellon one that I wanted to show you. And that one really is very easy to find. It's very, very economical. And so I think if you use it, you'll like it a lot. For those of you that have said, I'm excited about trying bamboo batting, which one should I try? If you're doing smaller projects and stuff and you're just curious, try this one. I think you'll love it. Like I said, I've used it for bed quilts. I've never had a problem with it. I'm just I always keep my paper tag in here so I know what brand and what I'm using so I can write it in my notebook when I make my quilt. All right, now here's the other one that came. This to me is luxury beyond luxury. I typically only use this for bed quilts or really nice throws or quilts I'm giving away for a gift and things like that. I made a really nice quilt for a really nice charity event. I used it for that because whoever purchased it, I wanted them to have that really luxurious quilted feeling. This is by Quilter's Dream. And I know you guys know Quilter's Dream because they make some of the truly most beautiful battings I've ever worked with. This is Quilter's Dream Bamboo, but it is a blend. And it's going to surprise you because it's not just a bamboo cotton. It's not a bamboo poly. It is bamboo, silk, cotton, and tencel. So there's 4 things. It's mostly bamboo. Now, I'm going to say something because this was a question that came, and it is such a great question, and I never even thought about this. Shame on me, because I try to be environmentally friendly, but shame on me for not knowing this Wednesday night. But I got the question afterwards. I got the question, are they making this batting out of the bamboo that the koalas and animals need to eat? That's such a great question. We don't want to take the food source from an animal that is their food. We don't want to do that, right? It's just not kind to the earth or to the animals or to us really to do it, right? So I checked it out. I can't say this about the Pellon. I really don't know about the Pellon. Okay. But the Quilter's Dream Bamboo actually says it. They just don't give you the big spiel on the front. They give you lots of information on the back of this. Now, their bamboo, velvety soft, uniquely antibacterial. Yes, we know that. Warm in the winter, cool in the summer. I told you it's that Goldilocks zone, right? It is the fastest growing timber plant because bamboo is a wood pulp, right? That's what this is on Earth. It requires no fertilizer to grow. They don't use any chemicals. It can grow, now get this, 47 inches in 24 hours. 78 and a half feet in 40 to 50 days. That's why it's so renewable. It grows, that saying it grows like a weed, it kind of does. It absorbs. Now, if you're environmentally concerned, here's some more stuff you'll want to know. It absorbs 2/3 more carbon dioxide and releases 2/3 more oxygen than any other plant on Earth. That's great. The less carbon dioxide, the better, right? Humans, we need oxygen, but we put out carbon dioxide, and we put out a lot of carbon dioxide, and other processes do too. That's why we have a little carbon dioxide problem from time to time. That's why the whole ozone thing gets a little weirded out from time to time. So this absorbs. Bamboo loves it. It says, "Ooh, carbon dioxide? Yeah, come on in. Come to the party. We love you." So it absorbs it. And what it does in the respiratory process, here's your little science lesson from the day, because you guys know I'm a scientist in my previous life. It gives off oxygen, more oxygen, which is good for us, right? So that's great. That's fantastic. It is seldom eaten by pests like insects or infected by pathogens. So it is, when they're growing, they don't have to worry a lot about pests and things like that. That's one of the reasons they don't have to use chemicals on it and fertilizers. Well, fertilizer makes it grow, but they don't have to use pesticides and stuff on it, which is good. And it thrives naturally without using pesticides. And finally, the bamboo plant is naturally antibacterial, a trait which it retains through the processing cycle to turn it into the batting, and is a characteristic of the finished product, which means that the antibacterial function of the bamboo, or part of the bamboo, is not deteriorated or broken down in the process of making it into the batting. So the batting is also naturally antibacterial to a degree, right? Right. To a degree. Let's not jump off the edge of the cliff and go, "Oh, it's 100% natural." Maybe not, but it is antibacterial. Bamboo fibers are high in luster and diameter compared to very fine silk. So they're little, if silk is teeny tiny, bamboo's a little bit bigger in the fiber. Bamboo fiber is a natural cellulose. That's the pulpy part of the wood. That's the cellulose, and eco-friendly. It is considered to be, now I might get this word wrong again, moso or moso, M-O-S-O, bamboo. It is not, in big capital letters, the bamboo that is eaten by koalas. Or by pandas, sorry. Apologize, by pandas. So it is not that bamboo, okay? We're not taking a food source from an animal to make bamboo. And I don't like to go overboard in my ecology stuff, but I try to do what I can. But one thing I've always thought is, I don't want to take something from another living thing if I don't have to in that respect. I'm not a vegetarian either or a vegan, although I will say I'm kind of like a semi-vegetarian. I eat more vegetable than meat, but that's just because I really love vegetables. Anyway, that was TMI, too much information. All right, then we get to the silk. Silk is the strongest natural fiber in existence and has always stood for quality and elegance. Of course, we knew that, right? It is truly luxurious. Those little bitty silkworms, boy, do they work hard to make some of the most beautiful fiber. Dream bamboo contains high quality Tussa, Tussah. I hope I pronounced it right. That word means peace, silk. Peace, as in Peace. Live in peace, that kind of an idea. Which is stronger and more resilient than white silk. And white silk might be the most common silk. I know there's mulberry silk. That mulberry silk is the kind of silk you want for like your pillowcases and stuff like that. It's luscious. Okay, so that is the silk. That's the second. So bamboo is the most, then the silk, then the next fiber in here, the next one down. The farther you go down the list, the lesser of it is. And that's a hint for when you're looking at ingredients in something. If it doesn't say what's in it, the things at the beginning are the most. The things at the end have the very least in them. Okay, that's how you can read an ingredient list. Botanic tencel, Tencel. Now, tencel's been around for a long time. You might also know it as modal. I think that's another word for it. Is made from environmentally friendly eucalyptus wood pulp derived from sustainable tree farms. So eucalyptus, I love eucalyptus. And they're sustainable tree farms. Again, they're not taking the food source, right? They're growing it specifically to make batting. It offers a unique combination of the most desirable properties of man-made and natural fibers. Soft as silk, strong as polyester, cool as linen, warm as wool, and absorbent as cotton. See, absorbent as cotton. Cotton, as we said Wednesday night, holds in the moisture. That's why it doesn't necessarily, 100% cotton doesn't make a great quilt batting, because it will hold moisture against your skin, causing you to be sweaty, hot. And like, if that's why we don't use it in hiking in the mountains, because at night when it gets cold, it will hold cold moisture towards your body and your body temperature goes down. And then you can literally freeze because it's cold way up there at the top of those mountains. Tencel is exceptionally strong, resilient, and resists to wrinkles. We love that. Yet so soft, it often is referred to as imitation silk. Okay, now I'm going to show you this here in a minute. And then the last thing in here is cotton, which is a naturally fully renewable fiber, soft, breathable, and a traditional fiber for generations. We knew that. But here's the part about the silk or the cotton they use in this. Dream Bamboo uses only the high-grade cleaned Upland USA cotton for durability and quality. So the cotton comes from the United States. It is the highest quality and very well cleaned. All of these fibers are well cleaned. It does say that these other three fibers come from around the world, but this batting is created in the United States. This company is located in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I used to live in Virginia when I was a kid, so that's nice. There was something else in here I wanted to tell you. Maybe it's on the frontier. Oh, okay. So with this batting, with the Pellon, I said there was a scrim, that light mesh to kind of hold things together. Dream Bamboo, no scrim, no resins or binders. So we talked about the bonded types of batting that have resins or glazes in them. This doesn't have that, and this does not have scrim. And your needles will glide through this batting, and it's great for hand or machine. Now, I want to show you this one thickness. Let me this is a king size batting. Okay. This will be the batting I use in the end of the year quilt. Maybe I said that. I don't remember anymore. This is one layer of this batting. Look at how smooth. Even though it's been needle punched, You can't really see, like with the Pellon, you could kind of see the stipple in it from the needle punching. That's because of the scrim, which makes it. So you can see on here, nothing. Look at how smooth. Look at how that just falls and drapes. Let's get a bigger bunch of it. Let's kind of, here's my arm. And actually, yeah, I try not to undo it, but look at how it drapes over my arm, guys. I know it's hard to see in here, but just look at how it drapes and folds and puddles. It's truly beautiful. And it is that mid loft. So it's, that Goldilocks zone between cool and warm, like we talked about. It is my all-time favorite for bed quilts. I will just tell you, if I'm making a bed quilt for Dave and I, this is what I use. If I'm making a bed quilt as a wedding gift or a gift to anybody, this is what I use. If I'm making, I told you the other night, I made one christening blanket where I used 100% silk batting. All the other ones that I've made, because I've made quite a few, I've used this. And it's just so lovely. It just is beautiful. I have a quilt from Dave and I that's at least 10 years old. And it's just still gorgeous. With this batting. So I will also tell you, now remember, nothing I've told you, none of these brands are paying for me to talk to you, because I don't do that. Because if I do that, even if I tell them, listen, I'm going to tell the truth about your product, they're going to expect me to say mainly nice things. And sometimes products aren't worth saying nice things about. But I can tell you that Quilter's Dream Bamboo is an amazingly lovely product. Even though it has silk, even though it has tencel, even though it has a little bit of cotton, it is not priced more than any of the other battings that we use, right? So I know, and again, Fat Quarter Shop is not paying for any of this either, because I'm going to tell you right now, Fat Quarter Shop has a queen size batting of this on sale for like $45, which is worth every penny. I think for this king size batting, and so a king size batting is 122 by 120 for for Quilter's Dream Bamboo. I think that I paid $67 for this. I think that's what I paid in full, like with some change, 37 cents or something odd like that. But it is a lovely batting. Now, I hope that I have answered some of the questions. I can tell you that Quilter's Dream does not use the bamboo as a food source, nor the eucalyptus, nor the cotton, anything like that. I cannot tell you that about Pellon, so I'm being honest. I think it's a great product, but I don't know about those questions. I can contact them and see if they'll answer. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I can ask them. But Pellon really is roughly the same price as the Quilter's Dream. And I think the Quilter's Dream is a slightly better quality. I like this Pellon, but this really just is hands down my favorite. Oh, and I know I did the pull test on the other one, but let's do the pull test in here. So this has no scrim. So I might expect this to really stretch out of shape and all, but look, it hasn't. Or come apart. It hasn't. They've needle punched this so beautifully. I can really pull it, and there's not a problem with it at all. So for those of you that asked the questions about the food source, I hope that answers your question. For those of you that wanted to know more about my absolute favorite, and more about the bamboo batting, I hope this was helpful for you. If you have questions, please pop them in the comments, and that way I can answer them for everyone. You can, as always, if you're a little shy about that, I say don't be shy, because there literally are no bad questions. Of all those questions I get in, that's why I made this video. And to answer you all at once, basically, because I got that question about the food source at least 24 times. So it's important to people out there, obviously, if I got that question so often. But if you want to contact me privately, of course you can do that at support@sewuncommon.com. And I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Now, earlier today, I may have mentioned this. I had a flu shot 3 weeks ago when I had my COVID shot. the day after, it laid Dave and I both low. We both had our shots and we were both on the sofa all day long. We felt literally like we had gotten hit by not one truck, but 2 or 3. It was bad. I don't know if I'll have that reaction with the flu shot, because sometimes I know I do on the second day. So if you contact me today, probably I'll answer you today. If you contact me tomorrow, it might be Monday morning before I get back with you if I'm not feeling well. I'm just giving you a heads up, because, you know, it was so bad that weekend, like just moving our arms and our neck and all just was painful. So hopefully it won't be that bad though. But you can contact me at support@sewuncommon.com. I'll get back with you as soon as I possibly can, which is typically pretty quick. If you would like to look for any of our patterns or subscribe to the website so you get notified when the blog and stuff comes out, which I'm due to put out our fall blog here pretty quickly, www.mybuildaquilt.com. And we'd love to have you over there. We'd love to have you subscribe. And please subscribe, like, and share here at the YouTube channel. This channel has grown from 3,000 subscribers to over 513,000 subscribers in 1 year. So last January, the whole of 2023, we got up to I think it was more like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers in that first year, which blew me away. This year, since January, we've grown from that to 513,000 as of this morning. And that's all because of you guys. And so please like, share, subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of the Build a Quilt community and family for sure. If you have any questions, of course, contact me. And please put your questions in the comments as well. Until next time, everybody, go make beautiful quilts and quilt life beautiful. Bye for now.